Round 2 of World Cup matches done and dusted, and that brings me to episode 2 of my adopted team series where I'm reviewing the African countries and how well they perform at the World Cup. And you already know the tiers: elite, solid, and disorganized. So let's get straight into it. Starting off with the disorganized tier, we're starting off with the country that has already crashed out of the World Cup, and that is Tunisia, which is so sad. They crashed out after being battered by Japan 4-0. So previously in the last episode, I said that Tunisia had to even change their coach after the first game, yet nothing changed. They brought in a new coach, Renald, but things still stayed the same. I'm so sad for Tunisia because I feel like every time they come to the World Cup, like their luck is still the same. They just never perform, which is so sad because they do well in AFCON and also in their qualification rounds. I don't know what happens when they get to the World Cup. But yes, we've lost one team actually. So number 2 in the disorganized tier is Senegal, losing 3-2 to Norway. Honestly, Senegal, like, man, I don't know what's going on. Every time I rate Senegal so high and they disappoint. I actually thought they were going to do so brilliant against Norway, but no. Losing 3-2, they were sloppy in the back, they weren't clinical, and I was like, but all hope is not yet lost for Senegal. If they win their game against Iraq, they have a chance. So hopefully they are able to get their acts together and perform well. Also in the disorganized tier is DR Congo. I actually want to put DR Congo in solid, but I was like, let me be real. They lost their game 1-0. Yes, they were actually superb, especially their goalkeeper. He made a lot of amazing saves before Colombia could actually score at the end of the day. But I just have to put them here. They still have a chance. I think they are third in their group, so all hope is not yet lost. Next up, we have the solid tier. And in the solid tier, I am going to be starting with Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast actually had a chance to qualify to the round of 32. Like their games against Germany, they were actually solid in the back for a long time. And they also scored early, but Germany, Dennis Undav, no. No. And also, please, can someone tell Adingra if he doesn't know how to play football again, he should give up. Because that last chance was everything Ivory Coast needed to actually qualify for the round of 32, and that man blew it. But Ivory Coast, there's still a big chance for them. But I don't know. I feel like if they have actually won their group, they are going to meet a more easier opponent in the round of 32. But now, you know what? They'll be fine actually. So let's move on. Also in the solid tier, I have South Africa. So I actually thought South Africa were going to be out by now, but they redeemed themselves, getting a point against Serbia. Mokoena actually scoring for them close to the end of the game, and also I think close to the end of the game they actually had spark of brilliance. So South Africa actually have hope, but let's just see how it goes on the last match day. Also in the solid tier, we have Ghana. So Ghana were able to hold 3 Lions of England to a goalless draw. That was just an amazing game. Like, I was just so happy to see Ghana actually hold solid, because I think a lot of people were actually like writing Ghana off against England, but oh my god, you know what, I'll have put Ghana in elite, but I just decided to put them here because it was a draw at the end of the day. And also Ghana with 4 points in second, and also they have conceded 0 goals in this World Cup. That is superb. Then for elite teams, we have Algeria, who came back against Jordan 2-1. Like, that performance against Algeria was nice. I was so happy for them. Like, whoa. So that means they have 3 points and they are third. They actually tied on points with Austria, and their last match day is against Austria, so that should be a good one. Then teams in elite is Egypt, who actually won their first ever game at the World Cup. Now, I am so proud of Egypt, and Egypt are on top of their group with 4 points. Now, this is so good. Like, this is so good. I actually see a higher number of African teams actually going to the round of 32, which is just so amazing. Also in elite is Cabo Verde. Yes, I know Cabo Verde drew, but I am always going to put Cabo Verde in elite because what they are doing, it's not child's play, okay? Drawing 2-2 against Uruguay. Like, Uruguay are World Cup heavyweights, and the fact they were able to get a draw away, no, that is just superb. To me, that is elite, and Cabo Verde have my heart. And honestly, if they're able to make it after the last match day to round of 32, dark horses of the World Cup, okay? Then all round up is Morocco, who won 1-0 against Scotland. Sabari once again, oh my god. Okay, and the fact that all the goals of Shabari are actually like early minutes, and that's the end of the game. That is just crazy. But yes, Morocco, that's 4 points. They are tied on points with Brazil, but obviously, they're going to qualify after the last match day, which is so good. I'm just happy to see that there's a higher chance of teams that are going to go to the round of 30. So I think by my calculations, about 7 teams, depending on how the last match day results goes. So I am just happy, and it's just so good to see that the African teams are matching the energy of the so-called big European teams and everything. So it's just really, really nice to see. I think we're going to have a good chance. Yes, there have been some bad things. Like I can say, like more of the African teams, they need to be more clinical. They need to take their chances more. But I just feel like it's step by step, and hopefully we get better. So yeah, that brings us to the end of episode 2 of the Abducted Team series. Let me know which of these teams impressed you. Which of these teams you actually have high hopes for. I see a lot of people saying an African team is going to win the World Cup. So that might happen. I hope so. I really, really do hope so. But yeah, that has been me explaining it. So anyways, drop your comments down and make sure you like and share this video. Bye.